So by now, I'm sure you've heard of a sit-stand desk, right? You know, the ones that raise up and down to either sit or stand while you're working. Okay, but have you heard of an intelligent desk that can do this, and doubles up as this? And how about this? And yes, there's more, because this is the newly introduced EVIS Intelligent Desk. So let's see what else makes this table truly intelligent. Now, I'm no doctor. I mean, that is just a costume that I use. But yeah, it doesn't take a doctor to tell you the benefits of having a sit-stand desk, whether or not you're working from home or even back in the office. And ever since I got myself a sit-stand desk from EVIS 2 years ago, I no longer have lower back aches, stiff necks, or even hand fatigue during a very long video editing or scripting sessions on the desk. So 2 years have passed, and I just found out that EVIS has introduced their new EVIS Intelligent Desk, so naturally I got myself one to test it out. Now, starting from the overall build and the design. Firstly, the Intelligent Desk comes in two tabletop finishes, which is in graphite that I have and also in walnut. And there are two sizes to choose from, which is standard that measures at 1500 mm long and 800 mm wide. And the large has a longer 1800 mm or 180 centimeters, where the rest of the measurements are the same as the standard. So yes, it is nice that there are two options available to purchase depending on the amount of desk space that you need. Then when it comes to the finish, it has a high quality laminated MDF top, which is nothing fancy but is very well built and sturdy, with a curve at the side of the table towards where you're sitting, which is what EVIS calls it the ergo curve, which gives you a little more flexibility on how close or how far you want to be away from your work tools like your keyboard, mouse, or even if you're rocking a monitor setup. Now, coming from a typical rectangular shaped table, I was a bit skeptical at first since I never had a table of this kind of curvature, but I'm happy to report that it felt really nice as I could get very close to all of my desktop peripherals without extending my arms too much. Now, on the bottom right of the tabletop is the control console that has a 3-digit display, 7 tactile buttons including 3 programmable buttons, where this console lets you to set a preferred height for the table and even comes with a built-in smart reminder function that reminds you to stand up at preset intervals. Now, the metal desk frame comes with a conventional T-based design that holds everything together, and it comes with black or white. And if you prefer, you can also add wheels under the leg, which is an extra 200 ringgit option. And since I'm not planning on moving the table anywhere else because I like it placed over here, I did not go with that option. Now, speaking of the frame, here's where the magic happens, integrating EVIS lifting columns, where it gives 3-stage telescopic height adjustments between 60 to 125 centimeters. And what you don't see is the compact gear motors that allows for fast, smooth and quiet adjustments of the built-in spindles. Then underneath is the very crucial, at least for me, cable management system that keeps ugly cables and wires out of sight, and for a medium level OCD person like me, I can truly appreciate this. Then finally, the table can withstand up to a whopping 150 kilograms of load, which makes the table not only a pleasing and a professional looking table, but is also built rock solid, so that was a huge point over here. I know, a table that has tech. Really? Well, I was quite surprised too. Firstly, on the right side of the table, there's the built-in Qi wireless fast charging, so there's no need for any messy cables to charge your phone anymore. And what's cool for a coffee lover like me, that doubles up as a built-in drink warmer that will keep your cup always warm up to 50 degrees Celsius. Then the table comes with a detachable lamp which has plenty of tilt and other versatile adjustments as well, just in case you need to brighten up your workspace. But that's not only awesome because the lamp has the Touchsense technology that allows you to adjust the lighting levels with a wave of your hand. And that happens not to only turn it on or off, but also to change the color temperature of the light between a cooler or a warmer tone. And also there's dimming adjustments as well by holding your hand in front of the lamp as well. Now, how cool is that? Now, those aside, what's another great tech feature or a smart feature is how the table features an anti-collision technology that prevents your desk from continuing to move if it hits an obstacle. And yes, this is a very good feature that could prevent accidents from happening. Next, let's talk about how my experience was using this table for close to a month. Firstly, setting up the preferred height adjustments was very straightforward, and compared to the previous desk from EVIS, I found that the operations were quick and silent, where I can get from sitting to standing and vice versa in a couple of seconds. Now, speaking of the height adjustments, I did appreciate how the lowest settings was at 60 centimeters, as I always prefer to have my leg resting in a 90 degrees with my hips to get a perfect sitting position, where else for some tabletops, especially from IKEA, I will usually need to have a footrest to ensure the right sitting position for my legs and my hips, and it's nice that I didn't have to use a footrest anymore. Next, I do love how sturdy the table was, as there was no noticeable lateral or oscillation when I attempt to rock the table. And yes, the cable management is something that I care a lot about. Because if you know me, I love everything that is clean and neat, where the integrated cable management was a huge plus. So whether or not I'm rocking a monitor setup or just a simple laptop desk setup, things on the table look very clean indeed. Now, of course, there are other pluses that I found sweet, which is the adjustable lamp with the Touchsense technology as mentioned earlier, where the lighting was quite soft and not too harsh, which was nice to know, making it perfect to turn on for situations where I don't need to turn on my expensive studio lights all the time. Then the built-in Qi wireless charging was also an upgrade compared to the regular charging speeds when it comes to wireless charging from the previous version, and the cup warmer was not only great when it comes to drinking coffee, but also it keeps a nice temperature for regular drinking water as well. Then finally, the smart reminder function also came in clutch for situations where I completely forget to stand up or sitting during a very long hours of video editing, so that was really useful. So yes, in all honesty, there's nothing to complain about this EVIS Intelligent Desk. But if I were to nitpick, I would love to have more tabletop options, perhaps a solid wood and maybe a non-ergo curved design. But of course, I would also prefer a white tabletop design, which is my favorite color. However, I do like this graphite color as well, as it adds a classic character to the overall aesthetics of my desk setup as well. But in the end of the day, what matters the most is the overall design and build and the ease of operation, and for that, this EVIS Intelligent Desk doesn't disappoint. So in conclusion guys, if you're looking for an electric adjustable sit-stand desk for a healthier you, then this EVIS Intelligent Desk offers plenty. As for pricing, the EVIS Intelligent Desk is currently going for 4,199 ringgit, and you can use my discount code ADAMLOBO100 during checkout to get an additional 100 ringgit off, where I'll leave all the links in the description below for you to get yourself one, where the desk also comes with a 5-year warranty on all parts of the frame as well as any electrical or mechanical components, and there's also the additional 1-year extended warranty option to choose as well. And if you're like me, who stays within Klang Valley area, you can opt for the installation for the additional fee too. Now yes, granted it is a little on the pricier side, but make no mistake, as this is indeed a premium product, hence the premium pricing. And remember, on top of this ergonomic table, you're also getting a fast wireless charger built in, a drink warmer and an intelligent lamp all together, instead of buying these items separately. And also with this investment, your lower back, your neck, your shoulder will thank you for it.